people want us divided, and they aren't just here in this country. They're foreign adversaries who are infiltrating our social media because it is prudent for us to stay that way. So when you see something that really pisses you off, you should triple check that one.
Yeah. But I think that's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
we're checked by everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if we're wrong, we have, the legal note here.
The human legal note?
But we went from Walter Cronkite basically to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons? He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like dinosaur-y type of animals, roamed the earth when people did. So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going out there.
Well, in defense, there are some really good news.
It's possible that Donald Trump did roam the earth when dinosaurs were here.
And also now my bio says dragon believer because
congratulations on that. The ladies of the View.
They said I believe in dragons. She triple checked.
This is great.
She triple checked, Mike.
Got to be true.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about Joe Rogan once again because he is public enemy number 3. Okay, public enemy number 1 is Trump. Public enemy number 2 is Elon Musk. Public enemy number 3 is Joe Rogan. Okay, and what I mean by that, these are the individuals that the mainstream liberal media, they fear the most, okay, in regards to the influence that they have over the country, okay, and this is who they spend their time attacking the most. All of these individuals are seen as ultra-right, far-right individuals, even though Elon Musk and Joe Rogan are not far-right. Trump is not far-right either. All of these individuals are basically like moderates, right? Let's be honest, okay, they're all basically moderates. But in today's time, they're seen as, again, far right if you are moderate. So with that being said, Joe Rogan has responded to The View, okay, and their criticisms of him because they're upset that he has influence, okay? He has probably the largest platform in the world, okay, with his podcast. And The View, they were boohoo whining and crying about this. Joy Behar falsely claimed that Joe Rogan believes in dragons and then claimed that she fact-checked that, like ABC fact-checked that claim, even though that's clearly not what Joe Rogan said in the clip that she is referencing. And Joe Rogan has responded to this on his podcast, in which he basically goes off on Joy Behar in The View for making that type of claim. Take a look.
Dragon lover. Joy Behar was trying to say that I believe in dragons.
Wait, what is this? I just heard about
it. I checked it. And the lady goes, did you double check this? She goes, I checked it. He believes in dragons.
Should be like
you think
Sasquatch,
they lived alongside of people.
Wait,
it was from a wildlife biologist who came on my podcast. It was from Forrest Gallant.
You're taking Joey Behar, whatever her name is, as like a news source.
Did you no. This is the most important part.
I don't know.
Hey, this is the most important part. This is right after she was saying, we are run by ABC News. You should trust us, not Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. So she by saying we should trust them because they're double checked by ABC News, and then making the stupidest fucking statement. Like you didn't listen to what I said. Yeah. You didn't listen to what the wildlife biologist, and that's only a part of what he said.
I can't believe
the other
Joy
part of what he
Behar
said was there was something before that where he was explaining encounters with giant reptiles. And there's also, listen,
it doesn't make sense to me that a middle-aged woman could be dumb.
When you're worried about losing your job and you're worried about podcasts taking over and who's the source of news, and we said Donald Trump was Hitler, but half the country disagreed with us and he won, and this is fucking great, and Joe Rogan believes in dragons. It's just frantic. It's
Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons. He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So what's funny about this, in my opinion, is that these people just cannot really figure out exactly why is it that the left is losing people like Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. And I've talked about this before. And doing this same segment, Joe Rogan actually kind of made my point when he played a clip of Hillary Clinton back in 2008 talking about the border, in which he argued that Hillary Clinton sounded more MAGA than Trump at the time during 2008. Take a look.
What you're seeing with Trump, regardless of his flaws, is a massive, concentrated psyop. They've distorted who he is to the point where most people think that way. They've had narratives.
What is a psyop? I keep hearing that.
Psychological operation where they've decided to distort people's perceptions of things.
Yeah, when you tell like an older liberal that like the Obama deportations were higher than the Trump deportations, they go, no, what? No. And you go, no, let me just Google deportations Obama versus Trump, and you go, it's lower. They go, wait, what? Like, here's 19 straight articles saying that I'm right. And they go, that doesn't make sense. And you go, right. Focus on what's giving you the reality of the world.
Check this out. Jamie, go to that Hillary Clinton thing that I texted you today.
JMO.
This one is wild. This is Hillary Clinton in like 2008. And Hillary Clinton saying some wild MAGA type shit about.
Oh, she used to say the wildest shit.
Wildest shit about illegal immigrants.
Wasn't she?
Hold on. Go.
What?
Back from the beginning. Do it from the beginning.
That's the beginning.
It's okay. Do it from the beginning. But want to hear it.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone. If they.
She's a Republican.
If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes. And you have to try to learn English.
Oh,
you have to wait in line.
You have to wait in line. You have to wait in line. And everybody's cheering.
So,
2008. Hillary Clinton was more MAGA than Trump.
She's always been a Republican.
But how about that?
Wow.
More MAGA than Trump.
And then
it's
you
all
couldn't believe that if you watched the news.
illusion. It's all a fucking illusion.
Yeah, so in that clip, Joe Rogan made a point that I've been making for the past few days about how the left just hasn't figured out that, hey, it's not the country, it's not Joe Rogan, it's not Elon Musk. Like, these are not the people with the problems because, again, they're pretty moderate in their opinions and their viewpoints, okay? Again, I would define somebody like an Elon Musk or Joe Rogan as a classical liberal, okay? It's actually the problem of the left. It's the problem of the Democrat Party that is now so far left that they are unrecognizable from the party that they were less than 20 years ago, okay? Less than 20 years ago, Hillary Clinton was out here talking about not only deporting illegal immigrants, but also punishing the ones that are here, making them pay a fine, okay, telling them that they got to learn to speak English, which the left would say is racist, okay? This is racist rhetoric. And also, there are clips of Barack Obama out there talking about building a moat and putting alligators in it, right? He was joking, but that's what he was talking about in regards to defending our country from illegal immigration.
We need to triple the border patrol. Or now they're going to say we need to quadruple the border patrol. Or they'll want a higher fence. Maybe they'll need a moat. Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Now, the Democrat Party went from the party of, hey, let's protect the border, let's deport illegal immigrants, to open borders. We need to not only just allow them into the country, but let's allow them to get access to our social safety net. Let's subsidize them coming here into this country, and then tell anybody that disagrees with us that they're racist, they're bigoted, that they're xenophobic, that they hate Hispanics, etc., right? The left, they've essentially shifted so far left that they pushed away anybody that used to align with them in the past, right? And that is kind of the point there that is being made in that clip when you see Hillary Clinton talking like that. That rhetoric would not be acceptable in today's Democrat Party, right? Not at all, okay, to say something like that. Meanwhile, you still have the liberal soy boys scrambling to figure out exactly why is it that they lost somebody like Joe Rogan, and how can they appeal to men, and what happened to the Democrat Party?
Not agreeing with us on everything, having some heterodox views on politics, making some jokes that we don't like or even find offensive. Like, this is everyone's like, why Joe Rogan? Where's our Joe Rogan? It's like, well, we had Joe Rogan. He was our Joe Rogan, and then everyone said, "Fuck you, no," and they made a big fuss out of Bernie Sanders going on his show.
Also, everyone loved that Stavros clip last week. I wonder how many of those people know that his old show is called Cum Town.
For a year,
I probably weren't having Hillary Clinton on that in 2016. You know what I mean? Tough pitch.
I was getting like messages for years. Go on Cum Town. Go on Cum Town.
Super funny show.
It was like, how do we appeal to men? How do we reach the men? And none of the people that do ever ask that question. And so it's like, no, you're not going to artificially create a bunch of apolitical gigantic hits that are then receptive to having Democratic candidates on. You have to build a political movement and a culture on the left in which you're welcome in those spaces because you're not seen as being an imperious and scolding sour jerk.
Well, just the way you made that comment to Moulton, where you say, well, you said that in a dickish way. Like, if Democrats could respond to people who say shit like that by being like, hey, that was dickish, or like, oh, that was not, you thought that was funny? I didn't think that was funny. That was stupid, right? As opposed to being like, you are bad and we never want to see you again.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm going to, like, it's, I mean, how many times over the last couple of years has there been like entire news cycles devoted to criticism of a comedian for saying something stupid?
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Some people are realizing that, hey, our party is toxic. Okay, we have a toxic party and we need a complete reset if we want to get it right. Okay, and that's essentially the argument that ex-Democrat Rep Tim Ryan essentially makes on MSNBC on a network that peddles propaganda on behalf of the Democrat Party. So again, this is a reality check for MSNBC and the Democrats coming from a Democrat.
Reset. I mean, we need a rebrand. We've been, I think you and I have been talking about this since 2016. Like, our brand is toxic in so many places. And it's like, you're a Democrat? Like, that's the stuff we get, like, in Ohio. And so we need a complete reboot. We need a complete reboot with the DNC. We need a complete rebranding. We got to get back established into our values. What does it mean to be a Democrat? People want to trust us. They don't want to go to Donald Trump. I'm telling you, the middle of the road, people are like holding their nose to vote for him. But we did not give them enough, like, we're reindustrializing, you know, we're talking about American competitiveness. We're moderate on things like natural gas in Western PA, which ended up being a big issue that we can't even be for natural gas displacing coal. We're in a huge fight with the crypto industry. Like, what are we doing? Why would we be in a fight with the crypto industry right now? We've got to get back to the bread and butter policies of we are the party of the middle class. White, black, brown, gay, straight, man, woman, north, south. If you're a working class person, the Democratic Party is for you. And here's how we're going to build that future. We're going to reshore chips. We're going to build battery. We have a battery plant in Youngstown, outside of Youngstown, 2,000 auto workers. Just got a great contract, $30, $35 an hour, good benefits, good retirement. That's us. We did that. And if we can't also means saying no to some of the issues that, like, look, we're with you on these issues, but we have to lead with the economy. We have to lead with growth. The other thing
here's the thing. What he's talking about are the far left social issues, okay? Like the race hustling, the gender thing, right? LGBTQ. I got a news flash for you, Tim Ryan. I think you're making some good points. Your party is toxic, but a lot of the toxicity comes from the far left social movement. And you're going to have a clean breakup with these people, right? You can't just say, hey, we're with you. No. You can't be with those people because those people, again, they support very radical social agendas. And as long as the party attaches themselves to a radical social agenda, it's going to be hard to lead with the economy and the other issues because, again, the far left, what they care about more so than anything, are radical social agendas. So, you know, hey, he's saying things that make sense, but they're going to realize it's going to be a lot harder than you think, okay? The far left, they are big on their social agenda, and as long as Democrats are on board with it, they're going to be attached to it. So you're going to have to do more than just say, oh, well, we're on board with you, but let's shut up about it. No. You're going to have to actively come out against a lot of this stuff. And the GOP, they're going to put the Democrats on the spot, right? They're going to make the Democrats take some tough votes on some of these issues that are very unpopular, okay, for the Democrat Party.
That I think is really big. We can't be for solely redistribution. We're going to tax the bad guys who are rich, which we want people to aspire to make money in America. We're going to tax them because they're really bad people, and we're going to give you money. No, it's about growing the pie. It's getting back to, you want to look at it's the Bill Clinton campaign. It is the modern Democratic campaign. Look at the touchstone, reinventing government. Like, we let Elon Musk and Vivek take on reinventing government. The whole world knows that the American government is broken. Immigration's broken, healthcare's broken, education's broken. Every system that we have is broken. We had no reinventing government plan.
Yeah, so That's a reality check there for MSNBC. Clearly, these hosts, you know, they don't like hearing that. But, you know, he's making some decent points. I just think that it's hard to do that when you attach yourself to people who are far left authoritarians that don't believe in free speech. They don't think you should question Big Pharma. They want to silence anybody who disagrees with them on basically anything, okay? And they want to say that you're Hitler and that you're a Nazi and call you names and say that you're a bad person and cry about comedians making jokes. As long as that stuff is attached to the Democrat Party, again, they're going to have a really hard time, right? But hey, you know, there's some Democrats that are going to try, but I just think that it's going to be tough for them. All I know is that I'm going to enjoy it, right? I'm going to enjoy the chaos that ensues as the Democrats try to, or at least some Democrats try to break up with the far left. I'm not sure they can pull it off. I think ultimately some of them, they may get even more deranged, right? They may double and triple down on this stuff because they just can't stand half the country and the fact that the country wants to move in a different direction. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.